Do you remember there was a vibe coding tool that kind of came out of nowhere that ended up getting sold to Wix for like $80 million or something? That tool was Base44. Now, I've never actually used Base44, but I thought I'd do like a first look video and give it a challenge to see exactly how it could do in building an app. We're going to actually do it's kind of like a business focused app. It's going to be a logistics app, and it's going to help logistics drivers confirm jobs and then upload pictures of the delivery of the job to confirm that job has been done. I know this is a use case that few people might not actually know about, but it's a problem and it exists. And we're going to try and build it today in Base44. So when you first land on the site, you're going to see this. We've got this familiar looking box here right now. And I'm going to actually just put the prompt in the box and see how the sign up flow looks like. I'm not going to click start building yet. I just want to see what this kind of one shot in the box looks like. And for the prompt, I'm just going to dictate this. I want to build an application that helps logistics companies confirm their completion of jobs. You should be able to create a job with a starting point, a destination, the type of job, and then also assign a driver to the job. The driver should be able to see the job they've been assigned to and all the details in relation to that job. They should then be able to complete the job when they arrive at the destination and deliver the goods. Also, what will happen is for the user or the driver to be able to upload photographs of proof of delivery, confirming that that job has actually been done. So it could be images of the truck, of the parcel or package or delivery that's been delivered, and also of the location and also the vehicle that has been used on the job. This should be a full backend SaaS app with multi-tenant users. We're going to want to have a logistics manager role where the person can create jobs and assign jobs to drivers. We're going to have the driver role who can accept jobs and then upload proof of delivery, etc. And also, that's it. Okay, let's go with that. Let's just press this. We'll see exactly where it takes us. We're going to have to log in. Okay, our login session expired. I waited too long. I don't think I did. We'll try logging in again. Okay. So the login expired and our actual prompt got removed. Let's try this again. We've got Claude Opus selected here. Looks like we're going to have to describe the app again. Not ideal. Maybe we should have signed in first. I want to create a multi-tenant logistics app for businesses who collect and deliver goods on behalf of companies. I want it to have two different roles. It should be a logistics manager role and a driver role. The logistic manager should be able to create jobs and assign them to a driver. The driver will be collecting a sortie or delivery at one point and delivering it to another point. They should be able to then confirm delivery of the goods as well as uploading proof of delivery. Proof of delivery might contain things like photographs of the vehicle, photographs of the delivery site, and also uploading documents that have been signed by the customer proving that delivery. Okay, let's try that again. So now we're into like a familiar looking setup here. We've got the prompts being worked on the right. We've got dashboard, job management, driver view, proof of delivery. Data structure is user job, proof of delivery. Design language, clean, logistics, aesthetic, deep navy, neutral grays, clear status indicators. And then on the right-hand side, we know kind of what's going on here, building the idea. If you ever used any of the other vibe coding apps like a Lovable or Bolt or Replit or Google AI Studio, then you're going to be familiar with this sort of setup. Looks like on the left down here too, we've got a settings where we can change the AI mode to Opus 4.5, Sonnet 4.5, Gemini 2.5 Pro, 3, and GPT-5. Got some AI controls here where we can add custom instructions and freeze some files. That's pretty cool. We've also got discussion mode, which is nice. I think discussion mode works where if you put in a prompt here and you actually don't want anything in your product to change, you just want to talk through a feature and how the AI would potentially implement it, then you'd go with discussion mode. I was using WhisperFlow, which is assigned to a hotkey here, but if you haven't got WhisperFlow, you can actually just toggle this microphone and talk into the box, I guess, and it will actually transcribe that and you can send that prompt. I like this sort of thing too. We can see a Did You Know tab and you can set roles and permissions by telling the chat what you need, brainstorm ideas in discussion mode at 0.3 credits per request, refine text colors. This was the one thing I like about these is kind of this is dead time. The user is just kind of waiting for something to happen. While in the screen on the right, you can see building your ideas. You might as well actually serve up some content here. I think the best people that do this, or the people that do this the best, is Google AI Studio currently, because they have these feature suggestion cards. And then you can do one click add to chat, which is that it comes with like a pre-built prompt, which is really nice. So say it's taken your prompt, it's understanding what you're trying to build. And then it's thought, okay, what are the 4 or 5 next features that this user might want to add? I'm just going to serve them up in these scrolling cards that then the user can say, oh, that's actually a really good feature. I'm going to add this to chat. And then once the app has been finished, you can then send that prompt and add the next feature. So I think this is really good. You've got this, did you know, kind of doing a little bit of education about how to use Base44, which is cool. It's given it a name too up here. It's called it LogiFlow. If you press on this, we can see we've got like an app overview, we've got users, security, and app settings. I'll click into that once the first version has been built and we can explore that. Settings menu, we've got daily credits. We've got 5 free daily credits. We'll figure out in a minute if that's messages or some sort of checkpoint based thing too. Monthly credits, 25 per month. We've got a way to win free credits. This will, I guess, be referral based. We'll check that out in a second. Then documentation, settings, billing, help center, and upgrades. But yeah, it looks pretty clean so far. We've got a nice help and support section too. Yeah, we'll just give it a few seconds to complete. I think this is a history tab, version history, so you can roll back nice and easily also. While it's actually building, let's read through some of the docs. Looks like we've got our app here. If we go into apps, we're logged in, so it's actually creating one app, which is cool. We have integrations, so pre-built integrations that let you connect to API services and tools to extend your app's capabilities. We've got things like Salesforce, Slack, Notion, Google Calendar, which is nice. We've got some AI integrations, OpenAI text to image. We've got Gemini, which has got 210 installs so far. Monday, eToro, Claude, Grok, Zapier, 11 Labs. So if you wanted to pull any voice features into your app, you can do that. The Slack integration, and we've got an X integration too. This integration provides access to Twitter's API. You can perform actions like look up users. Okay, so actually giving you that one. That can make some pretty nice apps too. We've got post a tweet, find posts that mention a user, reply to a post, look up a user's profile, quote tweet, search recent tweets. So if you're trying to build maybe some sort of social scheduling app, as lots of people like doing, you might be able to actually use this to build that. All right. Next, we've got some app templates here too. So if you wanted to build in any of these sectors, you've got some templates that have been created. I think these are the number of installs, the number of kind of remixes too. Hire a partner. We've got some accredited Base44 partners, it looks like, and they charge per hour. So you've got a bit of a marketplace. And then affiliate program over here, which is nice. Let's check in on our app. Okay, here we go. So we've got a clean looking dashboard here. We've got our roles, logistic manager, dashboard with job statistics, pending in transit, delivered total jobs. We can, I think, create a job, got delivery or collection. Client company, goods description, time window, schedule. Maybe we'll go with this. We've got a delivery. Client company is, let's do Sony. 5 pallets of TVs. Schedule. Let's just check this works. It's going to be in 3 days. Time window. Nope. Pickup location. Full address. Let's just go with, I don't know, Madrid, Jose, and then don't know if that's the real number. Let's do let's do how many. Just want to test if this is coming through, and then we can create a job. Okay, the job creation didn't work. I wonder if we've got any. So this is, that's cool. This is like a whole pre-built dashboard for our app. Okay, let's try and actually get this working. I tried creating a job and it didn't work. I filled out all the details, but then pressed create or submit. I can't remember which one, and nothing happened. So we've got all pending, assigned, in transit completed. We've got a manager dashboard. We can see our driver dashboard view. Okay, very nice. We've got our onboarding screen. Cool. So we've got a logistics manager and a driver. Let's create a home page for us. So it actually doesn't. Just let it preview a minute. I'm trying to change screens while it's actually building. Oh, so that is the home page. Okay, and then you can manage your delivery team. Okay, that's pretty cool. So it's done a pretty good job. We just need to figure out what's working. We've got a nice little activity monitor at the top, so you can see like what calls it's making to update the database. I think I've actually created the database too by default. Yeah, it does. Okay, so the job is showing in the database. It's just not showing on the page. So I found the user state might not be loaded yet when you try and create a job, causing the company name to be undefined. Okay, I fixed it by fetching the user fresh when creating a job and added error handling. So that is cool. We've actually got the inbuilt database straight off of the bat. We've got proof of delivery, job ID, job reference, vehicle photos, site photos, signed documents. Okay, and we've got our users. Very good. We can connect to custom domain. Security. Now, this is actually quite a big one because a lot of people, if you're building a vibe-coded app in something like Superbase, then everyone runs into like RLS issues, and which is row-level security. And basically, people can just easily get all the data because people are not used to using database and managing their own security. So this is handy. They've got this feature too, start security check. I guess that checks for permissions. You can view the code. Code editing is available on paid plans. Okay, fine. Agents. Enable agents. Turn on the toggle to allow agent creation. Build AI agents into your app using Base44's infrastructure. Okay. I'm not sure this is available on my plan or it's in beta. We've got some logs. You've got the API. You've got some app settings too, which is logo, main page, app visibility, public or private. The platform badge. Hide entity creator. Hide who creates each record in your app's data tables. Agents, create a copy of your app. Backend features for server-side stuff. Authentication. Okay, so you've got Google and email and password by default. You can add Microsoft and Facebook and also SSO. And then you've got the template marketplace down here too. So actually looks like a pretty comprehensive product. I like the fact that it kind of builds databases from day one. Let me see if we can. Okay. As the owner, I should be able to see all jobs. And in my manager dashboard, I created a job. It's in the database and I actually don't see it in the main dashboard. Let's check my messages. Okay, so we've used 2 out of the 5 messages. I think this would be the third one, which is on a paid plan. If we look at, if I click users, okay, that's going to take me there. Cool. Share app and win credits. Tag Base44. Write a 200 character about your experience using Base44. Account must have 100 followers. Add a screenshot video of your project. Add a link to your project. Open a ticket support system with a link to your post. Share on X. All right. Maybe we'll do that in a second. We'll create this video and then we'll share it. So here's the issue. The issue is that your jobs are filtered by company name, but if your company name wasn't set properly during onboarding, or the job wasn't created before it's set, that won't match. Okay, I see the issue. The job was created with company name none because the user data wasn't loaded. The dashboard is filtered by company name, is not showing up. Let me fix this so you can see all jobs as the owner. Also, let me fix the filtering logic. Nice. So it's going to do the database edits. You approve. So it's going to update it. And now it should be fixed. There we go. We now have a job. We can click into it. Pickup location, delivery location, job information. You can then assign a driver. I don't think we have a driver to assign yet. There's no drivers available, but if we did have a driver or drivers signed up, we can actually assign that driver to this. But all the details and all the flows and all the integrations actually work really well so far. A couple of fixes, but look, this is within the 3 free messages that you get per day, which is actually pretty ridiculous. Here we have a really nice feature too. This is going back to the AI Studio thing, which I really liked, is you have suggestions, real-time job updates, route optimization AI, and driver availability status. Let's try and actually add one more of these. We'll go with driver availability status. Okay, nice. It adds a full prompt. So the prompt is, enhance the driver profile and dashboard to include a clear available busy status toggle. The status should be visible to the logistics manager on the assigned driver dialog and influence which drivers suggested for new job assignments. I really like that prompt. That is a good prompt and a good way of suggesting more features. And also, this kind of encourages people to keep building the app, because if you don't give like hints or suggestions, people might, depends on how sophisticated they are at building software, they might actually just get blocked. Well, this says, hey, you should probably add this too, because this is going to make your app better, which is really nice. Model-wise, this is using the new Claude Opus 4.5, which is a very good model, and it seems to be performing pretty well to this point too. Okay, so here we go. We're out of credits. We've got 14 hours until our credits renew. We can view all the plans and upgrade if we want to, but it seems like we've added an availability toggle to the driver dashboard header and updated the assigned driver dialog to status badges for all drivers with available ones. Okay, why don't we go to the driver dashboard and maybe I should try and sign up as a driver. Company name, Tom's Logistics. Okay, so Tom's Logistics. Phone number, so I'm AB125. There you go. So I'm logged in as a driver. If I go to the manager dashboard, I should be able to assign a driver, maybe. I'm available. Okay, cool. Job assigned. There we go. The assigned driver is Tom. If I go back to my, driver dashboard, here we go. So I've got the job. It's ready to collect 5 bytes TV. So it's pulled the details through really nicely, and then I can start the job. Let's press start. So it's in transit, and then I can go, what happens if I go mark as delivered? Upload proof of delivery. Here we go. Received by, wait, who was it's Emily, wasn't it? Delivery notes, slight damage on the bottom corner of the pallet on collection. Maybe we should upload some like collection proof too. And then you can do maybe vehicle photos. Let's see if I can get a couple of vehicle photos. And then we'll go with a, okay, this is actually a pretty good one. Let's go with, and then we'll go with a delivery. We're just going to test everything. We've got a contract. We've got a photo of the damaged pallet. And we've got a photo of the lorry. Let's see, because it's actually kind of one-shot a lot of this functionality, which is really good. Vehicle photos. Lorry. Okay, the lorry's there. Delivery site photos. We'll have to include the pallet on this one. Okay. Signed documents. Got a fake contract. And then I can press this button here. And the active job seems to be completed. All right, let's go. View details. Pick up location, delivery location. Picked up at this time, delivered at this time. Yeah, because we pressed it in the same minute. Job information, time window, assigned driver, proof of delivery down there. You can link to it. It uploads the documents on its own hosting thing. You can download it. You can click on that one, download that one too. Proof of delivery from the driver. All right, so I'm going to consider that one absolutely nailed by Base44. Looks like actually a really, really good tool. The data, I think, should all be in the right place. Job, proof of delivery. There we go. Users. We've got one user there. I think that's users of the app, I think. Okay, so it's added me as user or driver to company name and phone and vehicle registration. Okay, that's pretty nice. Kudos to Base44. They're actually doing a really good job. I like how this is all integrated really nicely, and you can see like how overall like really approachable this is to actually building full applications within kind of the full allowed free daily messages. Hope you enjoyed this video. Probably create some more videos about Base44 as it looks really good. So catch you on the next one.